Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. We just talked to the hotel sponsor of the Park Silly Sunday Market. We're continuing our coverage of the Sunday Park Silly Market. We are going to check out Terry, who went to the market.
Hey you guys, it's your pal Terry Burden from Park City Television. I am here on a glorious, cool, perfect Sunday morning, still morning. We're going to be here all afternoon at the Park Silly Sunday Market, and we're going to be chatting with some friends and having an all-around fantastic time. Let's get this started.
You know,
great.
It's going awesome.
Knock on wood, but no, everything's off to a fantastic start.
So cool. And tell folks what is exciting and maybe new or a little bit different about this year's Silly Markets.
There's some new food vendors since we happen to be standing next to one.
Yes, we do Dolly Crepes.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you
have
so
Dolly
much.
Crepes, we have PC Poutine, PC Pita. They've only were here a few times last year. Park City Gyro or Gyro, depending on.
No.
I know. Depending on who you are.
A bunch of new vendors up the street, too many to even name, but lots of new people who've never been at Silly Market before, so first times ever. Really cool.
That's absolutely fantastic. Well, we appreciate you stopping for a moment. I know that perpetual motion is your thing on Sundays.
Right. Yes.
We
Yes.
appreciate you
No,
coming
thank you
out.
for coming.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank
We
you for
love
coming.
y'all. This is my summer.
Yes.
Park Silly
Us
Sunday
too.
Market is my summer.
This is where
so
we are on Sundays. Some people have other
Fantastic.
things to do. This is what we do on a Sunday.
You are killing the game. Thank y'all so much for what you do, and thanks for chatting. Smooches.
Thank you, PCTV.
It's our pal Sean Hipp from Nuzzles & Co. doing a big adoption today at Silly Market. So cool. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. It's always good to see you.
I think he's going for that.
Ferdinand has a couple comments.
Late last week, we went with Mark Miller Subaru down to the Navajo Reservation. Mark Miller and Jeff Miller, they flew their plane down there for us twice that day, and we were able to save 101 animals in one day. So it was an amazing trip.
So cool.
Yeah, it was so moving, and they're all just, at our ranch or in foster homes getting ready to be adopted. So over the next few weeks, we're going to have a lot of animals up for adoption.
Seems like a perfect topic to be discussing at the Bark Silly Sunday Market.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for all you do for our community. Talk a little bit about what's going on here today as far as the adoption and what kind of response you get at a big event like this.
Sure. So we love Park Silly. There's so many people here, to be out in the community, and we have lots of dogs here. So we have some puppies and some older dogs, and we have some cats as well up for adoption. Some of our t-shirts for sale, some goodies, and everyone who adopts today is going to go home with a gift bag from several of the Park Silly vendors and Mark Miller Subaru as well.
Terry shot.
Fantastic stuff. Tell folks at home where they can find out more about the great work you do at Nuzzles.
So you can find us at nuzzlesandco.org, on Facebook, Nuzzles & Co., or Instagram at Nuzzles & Co.
Sean Hipp, nice to see you always.
Nice to see you.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
We'll see you again soon.
Yeah.
That's just a little taste of the Park Silly Market. We have Kate McChesney here.
Hi.
McChesney?
McChesney, like Kenny Chesney minus the money with the MC. Plus the MC, exactly.
All right, you are the executive director, which means you know everything that's happening at the Silly Market.
I would like to think that I do, yes, but every Sunday I'm still amazed. I really am. It's magic. We show up on the street around 7 o'clock in the morning to get the vendors set up. Everybody loads in, the music's getting all set up, the stage is all set up, and by 10 o'clock I walk the street, and it's amazing to me every Sunday.
Well, you have different vendors slightly every week. What's going on this Sunday?
So this particular Sunday we'll have 200 vendors, including the 22 up at the Farmers Market, and the Farmers Market is popping right now
Yeah.
because here we are in Utah where all of our fruits and vegetables come in a little bit later in the season.
It's peach season.
It is peach
Which
season.
is my favorite season.
Right, I know. Peach cobbler, peach pie, peach.
Just peach and cream.
Peach and cream, peach martinis.
Yes, yes.
Whatever we can make with peaches. So yes, it is peach season. We have some amazing peach vendors up there. KB Produce and Taggies are always there, and they have just the spread to amaze the band. So
Of course.
And other than that, yeah, we've got tons of new vendors that always happen. We normally have about 40% new vendors every weekend. People don't realize that because the market always looks and feels the same.
It's just tent after tent, right?
Right. But if you really were dialing in and looking at all the different vendors, you would definitely see a difference. And with this being Miners Day weekend, we have a ton of people that are going to be in town, and we've got some really great vendors that are going to be doing Swiss Days out in Midway, and then from Swiss Days they'll do the Sunday with us because
Busy.
Yes, right, exactly. So, but these are the dedicated people who vend all over the country, so we're excited about that.
Well, I was going to ask how the holiday weekend affects the Silly Market. I mean, I'm assuming you're going to have, do you know how many more people are going to be showing up?
So last year for this particular weekend, we did about 18,000 over
Wow.
it's
On
huge.
Main Street.
On Main Street, yes. And that's over the course of 10 to 5. We have little clickers at 5 different stations. So the farmers market, both of our info booths, a bike path, and then as well as our bike valet, which is huge.
Let's talk about that real fast because I've never even heard of bike valet. What does that mean?
So we really encourage people to not drive and do not try to find parking up on Main Street. And parking now is all paid parking. So, and that's not us, that's the city, which is, yeah.
Pointing fingers,
Yeah.
pointing fingers.
Exactly. But, you know, and we have to support whatever the city decides. So we have had a bike valet since conception. So 12 years ago, we started this program with Cole Sport, who is our sponsor, and they actually bring in all the bike racks and they bring in all the guys helping. But right underneath the Town Lift Plaza, over by our rock climbing wall, so when you get there, that's normally the tallest thing you'll see by the rock climbing wall, we have a bike valet. It's totally free, and we will safely and securely hold your bike all day long while you shop on Main.
And you've got watchdogs on the bike.
We do. We have it's in a garage, so it's totally safe and secure. So we have it all quarantined off, and the Cole Sport boys stay there all day to make sure that your bike is secure, and you'll
What
get
a
a little
cool
tag.
option.
It's really cool.
I had no idea that existed, and I would hope that it encourages everybody to ditch the car
Exactly.
and take the bike.
And we'll even hold on to the electric bikes. So if you go rent an electric bike for $2, you know, bring that up, and we'll hold that for you as well.
Especially biking this weekend may be especially important because you said 18,000 people. There's not 18,000 parking spots. I know that for sure.
No, and we also offer free parking at the high school, and then you just jump on the city bus, and the city bus will take you right up for free.
What a good
so,
idea.
Yeah, bike, bus, or walk. Don't drive.
Don't drive, guys.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about some specific vendors that are going to be here. We only have about a minute, but
Okay.
who are your hottest ones?
So just for this week in particular, we've got the Bro Band is going to be playing live music, and then we have the 11 House Jamaican Dance Team, who also owns a restaurant out in Kimball Junction that started at the market. 11 House Jamaican Dance Team, they come and shake it up. That's at 1 o'clock. And then the Patois Reggae Band, which is the 11 House Jamaican Dance Team's dad, who sings for
amazing.
for the Patois Reggae Band, and that'll go off about 2:30 or 3. And then just vendors, it's, you know, we are really, really lucky that all of our vendors are homemade crafts and homemade artists, and
they're all local.
And they're all local, exactly. So no direct sales, no multi-level marketing. It is really just about supporting all of these great Utah artists.
Finally, where can people go to get the information on who's going to be there each Sunday?
So parkcillySundayMarket.com, and otherwise you can sign up on our Facebook. You'll see every Wednesday we send out the dedicated email blast, which tells you exactly what's happening that weekend, and then as well just on our own home website, parkcillySundayMarket.com. It's a mouthful.
I know, it really is.
It's a mouthful.
Well, Kate McChesney, that's also
Yeah,
a little bit of
a
a
little bit
mouthful.
mouthful, exactly.
But I like the Kenny Chesney, analogy. That helps
Right.
me out.
I
Thank you
know.
so much for joining us. It's
Yeah.
going to be an amazing Sunday, Labor Day weekend, possibly 20,000 people
Labor
there.
Day / Miners
Ride your
Day.
bikes. Yes.
Miners Day weekend.
Ride your bikes, guys. That wraps up the Mountain Morning Show for today. Be sure to tune in next week. We are going to have a slew of guests for you.